Which I think we are live. So let's get right into this. How many minutes does it take you to create a carousel currently? And I'll tell you from my experience, it was taking me well over an hour. Why? Because I like perfection. I look at focus. I'm trying to find all the things to make sure that it is correct. And it would just take forever. So by the end of this today, I'm going to show you how I've taken that 1 hour time slot and brought it down all the way to less than 10 minutes. And that is what I'm going to show you. So now I'm Lindsay Hack. I am the owner of the Identity Hacker. I coach women who are in coaching, need to be visible, need to be seen. One of the things I get so many times when I'm speaking with clients is I just want to coach. That's where my expertise lies. That's where I am the best. Why do I have to market and social media and podcasting and videos, et cetera, et cetera? Now, a business coach will tell you that we have to be seen. We have to get out there. You are the best kept secret right now because your visibility is low. We want to get that higher, but we also don't want to add hours and hours and hours to your time every single day that you have to do your social media. So that is where this system comes in, and we are going to get ready to do this. So nobody wants their content to be a weak link, but nobody wants to spend hours and hours and hours. And if you're really honest, if you ask yourself how many hours you spend on content creation, you'd probably be really, really surprised or horrified how much time you actually spend. And what happens is when we spend that time creating, we don't spend that time talking, conversations, meeting people, sales calls, business closing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I have taken polls numerous times in some of my networking groups, and the biggest pull on their mental system is social media. If I were to say, let's create that, make it easier, 10 minutes and you're done, wouldn't that be amazing? And so that's what I did, is I created a tool for me so that I didn't spend an hour on every carousel I made. I spend 10 minutes. And that is why I'm going to show you, because visibility still counts. You still have to be known on the world of internet, right? Social media is there for a reason. People don't necessarily love it. I really enjoy being on social media, talking to people, etc. But spending hours and hours of your time is going to take away from what's really important: getting the sales call, talking to the people, having conversations, those things which are ultimately how you're going to get known, right? So it becomes part of your everyday plan. So no more sitting down on Sunday night or Monday morning and looking at a blank screen and thinking, what am I going to do, right? This is where it's going to come. So I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully today it's going to work, because last time it did not. So we're going to just double check what's going on with Facebook, making sure that you guys can see this. And we're going to create, and I'm going to show you how quickly that can be done with what I have going on here. So give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. So I have created a tool that is called the Identity Hacker Carousel Studio. And the beautiful thing about this is it is already designed with my colors, my branding, my font, my stuff. And I'm going to show you how quickly I can get this done. So first of all, you can see there's portrait, there's square. Both of those are going to work depending on what you're using it for. I have here a grip guide, so I'm copying it and I'm shutting it so that I don't go outside of that guide, because I can get a little wordy and I don't want to do that. Now, I also can have my background as multiple different colors of my brand. Okay, I can also upload an image that is part of my brand. So let's just take an image and throw it in here, and I can actually create a carousel that has the image. Once you have an image in here, you can actually make it lighter or darker depending on what you want it to look like. Then you're going to come down here to your copy. Here's your 3 lines of copy. Then you're going to look at your headline styles. So again, I'm going to show you all that. But let me just show you how quick this is. So I have a plan in my head about how I'm going to create this copy of my carousel. So I'm going to bring it in here, and I'm going to take it into, not to the eyebrow level, that's label, that's optional. I'm going to come in here to my headline. So I used to spend an hour per carousel. Now it takes under 10 minutes. Now, once I'm here, I can actually change my scripts. These are my branding. Shout out to Lindsay Thomas, who created my absolutely gorgeous branding. All of this is from her. I can change the color, the size. I can change the color depending on what it is I want. So this is how quick it goes. I can change left, right, center, bottom. I get to choose those things. Here's my brand mark. Those glasses there are my brand mark. I can add my handle to there, and I can actually add the slide number. Now check this out. See how easy this is? I can duplicate this and I can bring in my next information slide. So what I'm going to put here is I'm going to show you how to do it on this side. And basically, if you imagine, I'm going to put this up here. That's going to be my, oops, that's not right. We're going to put it in this space here. So we're going to take it and I'm going to show you the different areas of how I have it set up so that it becomes a very quick movement. So the eyebrow line is there. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to bring my darken or lighten. I'm going to bring it a little bit darker or a little bit, well, let's go there. I like that one. And then I'm going to bring it to my actual work here. So this is now the headline. Okay, you can see, and then you can also put a subtext there as well. And that's something that I can add in that one. This one I'm not going to do. So let's just work it there. I'm going to keep it at that level. I'm going to keep all of these the same, and I'm going to duplicate again. Look how quick and easy this is. I don't know if you guys have ever used Canva, where you're like, everything is wrong, everything's not working the way I want it to work. Come on, like what's happening? And then I get frustrated. And that is what tends to happen with Canva. And in my case, I fight around with Canva for a while. And then ultimately, I just give it up and I don't post a carousel. Who's with me, right? Who knows what I'm talking about? That was my mode of operandi, because I just would get so frustrated. And because I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to images, I just would stop doing it. So here's what the subtext in my case looks like, right? The colors, the font, the layout. I've taken this up, like, right? So you can see, I'm going to duplicate that again. And how fast does this go? I do it super, super quick. I don't have to think what fonts, what colors, I don't have to worry about any of those things. And I'm just going to bring it in to my carousel. So I'm going to come back, and this one is, right, no Canva rabbit hole, no decision fatigue, just on brand slides, fast. Now, if I wanted to change this up and didn't want to use a color one for this last one, I easily could do that as well, but I am going to keep it. So I'm going to duplicate it one more time. And I'm going to show on here, next slide. So bringing it in. And so you can see, as I create and as I design, I can do however I want to set it up super, super quickly, right? That's the beauty of how this tool works. Now, check this out, okay? So I can duplicate what you saw there. I can proofread this, because for those of you who know me, I am absolutely terrible when it comes to writing. So I can actually proofread each slide before I go ahead with it. I can download the slides or I can export them, right? So once you export them, you can then bring them in to your dashboard and download each slide, and then you're going to put it into Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to have them. So the beautiful part of this is, again, you can do all of those and you can create your brands and your colors and all of that stuff. Super, super quick. So again, looking at the clock, that probably took me less than 5 minutes, and that's with me explaining to you how to do it. Now, the beautiful part about that is that you don't have to have all of these things in Canva, all of these things, because this tool lives with you, lives where you are working. And that's why I love it. I open up this tool every time I'm creating a carousel. I set it up. Sometimes I do color carousels. Sometimes I do picture carousels. I change these up a little bit, and boom, done. So you can see here that on June 24th, I am going to actually build one of these for you. Because it's great that I have this tool, but what does that look like for you, right? What does that mean for your colors and your branding and your images and your fonts, right? What does that look like? And so on the 24th of June, we're going to build it together. Now, I have said this over and over again, that we build together. This is not a watch and do later. This is a do it together build. I am going to help create your own carousel maker just like this in a studio sense. So June 24th, I'll tell you more information about it. But if you're interested, you want to get on the list right now, definitely comment below. Anybody inside the AI Identity Lab, which is my school community, you guys are getting it for free. This is my gift to you. If you are not in the AI Identity Lab, A, get in there. What are you doing? Or two, if you really just want this one tool, this one build session, it's $97. So you can do that as well. And I totally understand either way. But while you are working here, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. The idea is really making sure that you have everything you need super, super quick, so that it's your hook, you've got your image, you've got your fonts, you've got everything set, ready to go. So brand locked in, tool locked in, yours, not mine. Like I said, this tool for me is incredible, but it's not going to help you at all because it's all of my brand. So we want to make sure that we set your tool creation up, your carousel studio maker up for you. So every single carousel you do is under your name and your brand and all of those things. So just checking. Oh, there we go. I got the background. Hi, Rachel. All right. So this is what's going to happen. If you are interested in this, it's June 24th for the live workshop. As I said, build it together. You will walk away with your own carousel studio, just like this, in your colors and your fonts. If you're in the AI Identity Lab, it is all part of the lab. Come and join us. Again, we do challenges like this every single month. We have, different monthly strategy sessions. We do a ton of great work in the AI Identity Lab. Join us there. Or if you want to do a one-off, you can always join. I have 10 seats for $97 for you to come and join. Walk away with your own fully customized carousel studio, and I'm super excited to share that with you. So guys, again, I just want to share that it's about working smarter, not harder. Okay, I don't want to spend hours doing my carousel either. I don't want to spend hours marketing. I don't want to spend hours doing those things. So rather than know that we don't do it, which is usually option number 2, it's hours or not, let's make it faster, let's make it more efficient, let's do this and create this for you together so that you can push out your carousels in 10 minutes, right? Do the math on that. 10 minutes, 3 carousels a week, an hour, 3 carousels a week, right? You are saving massive amount of time. And let's be honest, the mental capacity that hates sitting there being like, ugh, right? Ugh, I don't know about you, but that's how I feel sometimes. Is that's how Sunday night, Monday morning, ugh, right? Now we are creating the tools to make it happen. So hopefully I will see you on June 24th. Get ready to see some of the carousels that I am making, how quick I can do them in those 10 minutes. Like I said, I think I did it in under it was like 4.5, 5 minutes, and that was me explaining it. So just know how fast you can get this done effectively, efficiently, and all in your brand without finding, looking, wondering what color, what blues was I using, what was my font, all of those things. So anyways, have yourself a fantastic Thursday as always, and I'll see you soon. Bye.